Hey guys, Armando here with DLC Model Builders once again. Beginning a new video build log on one of my side projects. As you all already know, regular viewers of my channel, I usually like to have several projects going on at once, including some ship builds and some figure builds. And while I've been working on my Define, I've had this on the side. This is Batgirl, a 1/6 scale resin kit from Mike Baldwin at Underworld Kits, or Underworld Sculpture in Facebook. I've built several of his kits before, as you know, and this is one I had in my stash that I've been wanting to do for a while. As you can see, I've already begun some of the prep work and done some of the painting. The kit is fairly simple as far as assembly. It's basically composed of her body, the two arms, the two boots, the cape, the base, and the wall. The wall was a sort of a maroon or that color resin. I've already primered it and it sits here. I've already sanded and prepped it so it fits comfortably. I had to do a lot of work to get that to fit, to sit that way without any issues. I'm still doing some prep work on the contact seams. There are some marked ones that I'm going to have to do some creative work on to get them to disappear. I'd like to sand them off and then recapture the texture of the brick. I'm still thinking how I'll do that. Probably some sort of a rough textured material that I'll duplicate it. As far as she's concerned, tonight, well, last night I did some pre-shading. As you can tell, she's already been coated with the adhesive promoter and primered, and the initial prep work of the contact seams, which weren't that many, was taken care of, and she was reprimered, then she was pre-shaded, and tonight I did the masking and painting of her bat logo on her chest, and the belt, and the gloves, as well as the boots. The boots I did last night. I'm using the Spies Hecker sun yellow color that I have. Oops, excuse me. I'm using the Spies Hecker sun yellow that I have in my paint stash. I've used this before many times. I love this color. It's called Solar Yellow, Series 293. Didn't do any mixing with any other colors. I just took it straight out of the can after thinning it, and I love the tone. I've got all the yellow stuff done. I then glued the arms together, and I've already puttied the seams. Had some rather marked seams, and on the left arm a chunk snapped off when I was trimming some excess resin, which kind of pissed me off. But that's okay, you know, accidents happen. So resin can be a little brittle. So I went ahead and puttied the hell out of the gap, and I'm just waiting for the resin to dry. I'll probably leave it overnight because it's getting kind of late. I've done a lot of work on this tonight already. This is a really cool kit. Mike Baldwin had a picture either on his Facebook page, or I believe actually I saw it on eBay when he was selling it. Built up without painting, it would give you an idea of how the kit looks. She's supposed to stand there leaning back against the wall. The color scheme I'm going to use, and I have seen several different variations, is going to be based on this build of another Batgirl, 1/4 scale one that I saw on the Clubhouse. This kit in particular is this one. This is not the one I have. This is a 1/4 scale, which is a pretty cool kit too. I'd love to get this one, but I'm using it as a guide for the color scheme. I'm going to do her colors, like I've already done the yellow. I'm going to do the uniform in a dark charcoal, just like that. And the cape I'm gonna make more bluish, just like the artist did here. I'm gonna drop some blue into the charcoal to darken it and make it more of a bluish color. In most of the builds that I've seen, as you can see, there's a slight variation between the cape and the uniform. There is variation. Some builds she even has a purple and magenta uniform. In fact, the 1966 version in the classic show, her uniform is like that. In some builds I've seen the inside of the cape in yellow or other colors. I'm just going to keep it dark. I want her to look nice and slick and like she belongs at nighttime, running around on the rooftops. I will try and make her a redhead because I like that combination, and I think it's a really cool color scheme, so that's what I'm going to use to guide myself. Anyway, this is a fun little figure build. I'm hoping to get her done in a couple of nights. That's the beauty of these figure builds. They don't take as long. They're a nice little respite from all the complicated wiring and lighting that I've been doing. But don't worry, guys. The Defiant is very far along, and I do plan to finish it in the next couple of days. So anyway, that's my next figure build, and I'll keep you apprised. Talk to you later. Another update on my Batgirl. I have completed the base. Spent last night doing that. And as you can see, it is beautiful. I went ahead and chose a reddish brick motif. And I have Frank C. to thank for this. He used the same technique to paint the bricks on his Nightwing. Basically, after I had mixed my brick red color, I applied it to the surface, then I got progressively lighter shades and sprayed the center of each brick so that they would look more worn towards the center as a regular brick would. Did the same with a slate gray I had here and applied the same technique here. Then I did a wash with one of the Secret Weapon washes and water, rubbing it on, sort of a dry rub. And then I painted the grout with the NATO Black from Tamiya with a paintbrush. And finally, when it was dry, I applied Tester's Dull. To me, anyway, the results are spectacular. I love it. I am very, very happy with this. I've never painted a brick wall this pretty. Anyway, if I do say so myself. Here she is. I'm almost finished with her, and I've got the face masked off with a silly putty, and I'm getting set to paint the cape on top of her head with basically the same charcoal, but with some blue added to give her a more bluish color. Here's a cape. The rest of the cape I've already painted it. So I'm close to finishing her up. I'll come back when I've got the rest of her done. After I'm finished with this, obviously comes the face, the eyes, and the hair, and that'll be it. So coming right along. Talk to you soon. Well, here she is, guys, all finished. Got her next to Celine over there. Let me just show you up close. Pardon the shadowing. I've got some light behind me, trying to get more light in here. My office is just not that well lit. Again, I used the Archer decals for the eyes. I painted her face with the Garage Kit colors, a combination of pale flesh and virgin flesh. I used the tongue color for the lips, and I gave the lips some gloss with the Future. I also used Future on the eyes. The rest pretty much are the colors that I described as I was building it. I really like this kit. She came out really nice. I painted the hair by taking Tamiya orange and adding some red until I darkened it sufficiently, and then after I painted all of the hair with that, I went ahead and used clear red and clear yellow to give some highlights. Clear red in the troughs and clear yellow in the peaks, effectively creating differentials in the hairs, trying to achieve some kind of highlights. I don't know how well I succeeded, but I like the way she looks. Of course, you guys have seen the brick wall. Very proud of that. All in all, it was a fun kit to build. Start to finish, I probably did it in about 4 or 5 days after I set my mind to it. And I think coincidentally it's a good tribute to Yvonne Craig, the actress that played Batgirl in the 60s series. She passed on this last Sunday. So there's my Batgirl. Thanks for watching.